Take aim and blow away the competition. Introducing Pelican's ultimate light gun.
EA Games.
Challenge everything.
Day 007. 24 hours ago, Oxford scientist Katya Nadanova was kidnapped while demonstrating top-secret nano-robot technology. We've tracked her to this facility. You are to secure the doctor and destroy the nanobot prototypes. Good luck, and remember, this isn't a game. truck is allowed to enter the city, there's no telling how many innocent people will die. You're our only hope, James. If that truck is allowed to enter the city, there's no telling how many innocent people will die. You're our only hope, James. If that...
Take aim and blow away the... Take aim and blow away.
focus.
Take aim and blow away the competition. Introducing Pelican's ultimate light gun.
This challenge will further hone your putting stroke. To beat the challenge, you must finish the course within the posted number of putts. For par. Nice par.
For those of you keeping score at home, that's a par.
A lot of work still left. Sergio addresses this par putt. Left a lot of work. Sergio Garcia, double bogey. What does this putt do?
This putt is a monster back down the slope.
That was for birdie.
Been here before. I'll tell you right now. He knew the speed and the breakdown perfect.
You're making progress.
Take aim and blow away the competition.
Willie's bed isn't even cold yet, and already they brought in a new guy.
I heard he killed his old lady and kids. Sick motherfucker.
Be quiet, you jerry-curled fool. Don't you know who that is?
Why should I? That's
Torque, the man himself. Word is he shaved half the Aryan Brotherhood over at Easton.
So f***ing what? I can understand a guy killing his old lady, but he popped his kids too. Motherfucker deserves to be strapped down and dosed.
You believe what the COs tell you, Slick? You don't know shit about the man. I'm telling you, what I heard is all right.
That is not gonna be all right for long. He's a row with the rest of us. short-timers.
Shut your cracker ass, Goose. Man's due respect. You show him respect.
I decide who I respect, boy. Don't you go telling
Quiet
me.
down in there. Some of you want to go back on the loaf? I didn't think so.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Neighbor. Nice to meet you. My name's Floyd. How long you got till your turn on the table, huh? You all out of appeals? Your lawyer you? Mine sure screwed me. Left me twisting in the wind while he went out for 18 holes with the DA.
Ah, there goes Floyd, whining about his f***ing lawyer.
Trying to have a conversation here. Like I was saying, see, I don't deserve to be in here, just like you don't. I read about your trial. They got no witnesses, all circumstantial evidence. No one knows what really happened but you. I heard you blacked the whole thing out, huh? You can't remember a thing.
Best not to listen to him talk. Floyd's a degenerate parasite. They should have slapped the cuffs on him coming out of his mama's...
At least I know Jesus is with me, man. Whatever I've done, the Reverend says Jesus has forgiven me. Hey, Torque, that's what they call you, right? Torque? I got a question for you. Have you accepted Jesus Christ as your personal savior? Because it's better than smack, better than poon, better than any little...
Will you shut the up, you sodomizing sack of
I was just asking the man a question, Goose. Just wanted to get to know my new neighbor and everything. I don't see what the big deal is. Whoa!
What the is this?
When's this gonna end?
CO, you gotta let us out. We're still humans, man. We got rights.
Sweet Jesus, what the hell was that?
Slick, you okay, man?
Is the prison collapsing? Are we sinking into the ocean? CO! CO! What the hell's going on?
Slick, what in the just happened? Slick! Slick! Goose, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. And it wasn't me. If that's what you're thinking. I didn't touch that.
What was that? Goose? For f***'s sake, what's going on?
Did we forgive those who trespass against...
That was close. I thought we were done for. We gotta get out of this can before it collapses. It's in here! Help me! Help me! No!
Inmate, back in your cell. Everything's under control.
Thank God. I made it into the light. That thing can't get me in the light. You got to get me out of here.
Gone to shit. Right now, I prefer a murdering scum from the road or one of those monstrosities. We got a better chance to survive if we stick together. But you will do exactly what I say, or I will punch a hole in your sorry ass. Got it?
Give him a chance.
Die. When I've seen these bastards spawn, I prefer to stay in the dark. Go get a flashlight from the break room down the hall. And no funny stuff, or I will blow your head off. Comprende? All right, you got a light. You gotta head downstairs to get out of this shithole. And you better stay out of my way. If I need to shoot more of those fuckers, I will not hold my fire on your account. You read me? All right, for an inmate. Carnate Island's got a strange history, and Abbott is one up who's-gal. And let me tell you, we better stay away from the basement. If things are bad up here, down there, it's gonna be like the mouth of hell.
There's beauty in you. I could always see it.
God damn! What the hell was that? I gotta check it out. Stay here!
It still burns! Oh! I want it to end! I want it to end! No more!
God! I can't believe I ever loved you!
I want it to end!
leaves you alone until you do it.
Gentlemen, I'm so glad you've come to see the show. How long I have been waiting to encounter such a fascinating specimen. Very good. We've made a lot of progress today. But be careful. A good thing only lasts so long. There's nothing to be afraid of. Unless, that is, you're afraid of
Looks like blood, but it's like it's breathing or something.
Take aim and blow away the competition.
Fight. Fight. Player 2. Close to victory. Fight. 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 Countdown to apocalypse. Only 5 turns remain. Fight. Final turn. Fight. out of turns.
Take aim and blow away the competition. Introducing Pelican's Ultimate. Take aim and blow away the competition.
Turned to the sky, ushering in a new era of commerce. And with it, sky piracy was born. This is a world on fire. This is the world of crimson skies.
I want him dead now.
hope you don't mind if I leave my socks on. Hey, Maria?
Nathan, I did some check.
Take aim and blow away the competition. Introducing Pelican's ultimate light gun, the Silent Scope Light Rifle. Take aim and blow away the competition. Introducing Pelican's ultimate light gun, the
Every piece of music tells its own little internal story. So what I want to be able to do is have my little music story somehow match up with the game story or with the story that's being told by the visuals.
It's a different kind of story than I think you usually encounter in video games. Usually it's a story of a hero who gets stronger and stronger and ultimately defeats this much more powerful foe.
The really hard thing about the story is there's so many different ways to tell a story. There's so many different good stories. Telling a story in a game is different than telling a story in a book because a huge part of the story of a game is just leaning flavor to the times when you're playing it, so that when you're driving around a Warthog with the Marine hanging out the side door and the guy in the back with a chain gun, that you believe that you're on this, you know, alien artifact called Halo circling a gas giant light years away from Earth, and that it's context. I guess that's the best way to say it.
Don't expect a big welcome. Covenant wiped most of them out before they hit the ground.
Well, our characters have flaws. They're not perfect heroes. And really, Halo's story is one about salvation. It's a story of warriors with not a lot of options who have their backs up against the wall and ultimately are trying to set themselves free.
Yeah, I don't know if we're crazy or stupid or we just like good stories or what, but we certainly worry about that a lot more than you might think we'd have to in a game that's mostly just about action and about not thinking.
This process began with the end of Halo and realizing all the stuff that we had left out.
This is it, baby.
Hold me.
Wow, what did we really want to tell and didn't have time to, and distilling a couple of those core ideas.
The entire fleet is engaged, Cortana, with respect. What the hell sort of reinforcement have you got?
Jason locked himself in a room for a while and organized his core ideas, and then came to me and said, hey, you know, these are my thoughts about a story for Halo 2. What do you think? And approached other people as well.
Not about making it complex, and it's not about playing movies for 2 hours between every 5 minutes of gameplay, but more you can allow somebody to believe instead of whatever, sitting in their living room at 2 in the morning trying to finish some stupid video game.
There was this scene which will go down in the untold lore of Bungie, which Miranda strapped a bomb to the Master Chief's back and shoved him down a hole. And it was this horrible scene of betrayal, and Jason was going through a rather difficult breakup at the time. I think that might have had something to do with it.
In Halo 1, there was maybe 30 seconds of fun that happened over and over and over and over again. So if you can get 30 seconds of fun, you can pretty much stretch that out to be an entire game. Encountering a bunch of guys, melee attacking one of them before they were aware, throwing a grenade into a group of other guys, and then cleaning up the stragglers before they could surround you. And so you can have all the great graphics and all the different characters and lots of different weapons with amazing effects, but if you don't nail that 30 seconds, you're not going to have a great game.
The really important thing to do now is to take all these different disciplines who are all working on their own things, and take all those pieces, take the AI code and the physics and the guys working on the levels, and then you keep doing that. You keep colliding things together until it's a game.
Animation is what brings our whole game to life nowadays. What we are doing now for animation is so much more in-depth. We're bringing so much more character to each one of the entities in our game. You have to realize that the character is going to run around that environment, look at it all over the place, up and down.
We always want to try to put a bit of ourselves in the character. It's at least what I'm trying to do with the Brood as well.
What do I do? I make guns. And so when you get another one of these, you get that butt in, use it like a pistol, and you'll be able to have one in both hands, right? So you walk around with these two bullet hoses.
I draw aliens for a living. Storyline, from what we've read and what Joe and Jason have come up with, is really involving, and there's a lot of twists in there, and I can't wait to see all the work that we've done, put it in the game and play it at the end of the game. It's going to be awesome.
We really want it to feel like that there was history there. There's damage that existed from some battle that happened 900,000 years ago.
The biggest challenge is packing in all the detail we want so that every time you look at the screen of your Xbox, you're saying, wow, that's beautiful.
I guess we're sort of feeding off each other, so it's a really creative group of people that trust each other.
We are the most cynical people. Like, we are the jaded crowd who, if a game doesn't entertain us in 5 minutes, we stop playing it.
Take the player from the ruins of Halo to these ancient Forerunner facilities in the atmospheres of gas giants. It's sort of a galactic romp from one place to the next, and I think that in of itself is going to keep the player on the edge of his seat, wondering, where am I going to be, and what do I get to do when I get there?
Bet you can't stick it.
You're on.
Welcome to Jade Empire, an action RPG for the Xbox. In this walkthrough, we'll focus on art style, exploration of the world, and character interaction. The second walkthrough showcases combat. Jade Empire is set in a world based on ancient China as seen through its own myths and legends, a sort of China as it might have been if all the stories were true. Jade Empire has a second-generation engine that was built from the ground up for the Xbox. It incorporates everything we learned during the development of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Some of the many features in the graphics engine include physics-based cloth, a brand new skeleton designed to support motion capture data, and more than twice as many render paths as KOTOR.
Good day, mistress. I hope you were able to sleep well last night. There was a howling wind that kept most of the students up.
This is an example of a typical NPC interaction. If you played KOTOR, it should seem very familiar. Like KOTOR, we're doing full VO and lip syncing for everything, including some VO for the main character.
And the wind blows right through them. Yes, mistress.
One of our goals for the game is to make it look like a Chinese painting brought to life. Our art director has spent years studying Chinese architecture, landscape, and art history. Notice the butterflies, the rippling water, the sunlight, and all the other details that add to the area. Our goal is to bring this lush, gorgeous world to life with each game area. This is an example of the reward system in the game. You earn a statue of the most powerful creature you have defeated to date. And in some cases, you don't just earn statues. You earn the creature itself as a follower. In this case, it's Chai Ka, the Heavenly Gate Guardian, a very powerful protector spirit who joins you only if you defeat him and have followed the good path. Here you can see two more followers. Like Chai Ka, they only join you if certain conditions are met.
Ah, it's you. Nice school you have here. Had some trouble with this swill master, but as long as he keeps the wine flowing, we'll be fine friends.
The first guy here is known only as the Black Whirlwind, and he's been drunk since breakfast.
Warriors like us deserve it, huh? The earnings of a stiff backhand. Ah, like we agreed after you beat me in the arena, we don't want our common enemies to know we work together now. Yes, best to play it cagey and keep them guessing. I'll drink to that. Right, cagey. I've got it. Wink, wink, huh? Right, I get it. Cagey, like a tiger, a caged one. Me? The Black Whirlwind sells his axes and fists to the highest bidder. Prices are different depending on which axe, or if it's one, or both. Both fists cost the same, though I'd recommend the right to anyone that asks. You just let me know if there's anything you need done. Or anyone. Done. I mean, done means dead. See? Well, not at first. If they were dead to start, there wouldn't be much for me to do.
Like KOTOR, players in Jade Empire must choose the path of good or evil, and their choices have far-reaching impact on the way the story unfolds.
I need more wine. I never go looking. I just finish what other people start, except wine casks. Those are pretty much all mine, if the innkeep knows what's good for him.
The other guy is called Henpecked Ho, although he wishes people called him Bunmaster.
Hello, mistress. What do you need? You have earned a good discount at any shop in the village.
No discounts.
Yes, yes, thank you, wife. Such a gentle spirit. Leave me to business. Ah, of course.
You can see here that characters in Jade Empire have between 2 to 3 times as many polygons as characters in KOTOR. And you can also see another new graphics feature, a rim light that highlights the edges of game characters.
He bullies them into buying. This is a matter best handled by one of your followers. Just tell me who should be sent, and I will ready supplies. Oh, at present only Whirlwind is available.
That's the Black Whirlwind, tap monkey. Get it straight or ready your weapon.
Yes, my mistake. The Black Whirlwind is ready, mistress. I'm sorry, but he's all that we have right now. Forgive me, mistress, but this is only a demo. I am uncertain if your other followers currently have heads.
Stinking Whirlwind has his head and doesn't use it. The others would be worse.
Please, wife. As a supporting comedic foil, I have a good chance of surviving to a sequel. Don't enrage the drunken Axeman. Surely enough that my part could be replaced by henpecked Mo. I will point him in the right direction and have a report ready when he returns. It may be several days.
A report? My results will be in the red of the river and the crying of their children. This trickster will steal no more. Have the wine ready. I'll be back before dawn.
This may not go well. I'll let you know when he comes back. Is there anything else? Maybe some buns? You know me, Mistress Wu. I manage the village based on your decisions. It is a temporary honor while Master Li is away. I would much rather be a simple bun master, but we all must make sacrifices for the good of the village.
What sacrifice? I do all your work now.
I would help, wife, but the buns must wait. The buns must wait. Everyone knows how you sent Sagacious Lou to, negotiate in the Shining Falls landowners dispute. The farmers were wise to ask your help. Now more produce will go to the people instead of being used as tribute to an overlord. I may even be able to reduce prices because of it. Many people will profit because of you, mistress. Your status has greatly improved in the eyes of the people. Again, I'm sure there are better things for you to do. I don't want to bore you. Forgive me, but I think my wife might disapprove of your repeated interest in me.
No whispering!
Yes, wife. Thank you for your trust. Melodious wind from the celestial temple itself. Of course, mistress. I await your return.
And that's the end of the first Jade Empire walkthrough. In part 2, we'll focus on combat and take a look at the spirit world. Welcome to Jade Empire, an action RPG for the Xbox. In this walkthrough, we'll focus on combat. The first walkthrough touches on exploration and NPC interaction. Here the main character is waking up in the spirit world. The spirit world is a sort of dark shadow of the real world. It is the domain of powerful supernatural creatures like ghosts and demons. Jade Empire is set in a world based on ancient China, as seen through its own myths and legends. The sort of China as it might have been if all the stories were true. The main character can enter the spirit world by choice later in the story, but in this case she has been forced here by an evil sorcerer.
Come, student. Let's see what you've got. This does not end here.
This happens pretty fast, so I'll just give a quick play-by-play of what you're seeing.
Come, student. Let's see what you've got.
The sorcerer begins the fight by summoning 2 horse demons with a magic style. Wu enters Willow, a balance style with good defense. She takes care of the horse demons with simple kicks and blocks. The sorcerer switches to centipede style, a fast martial arts style. Wu defends and knocks him back with Willow. This is a taunt here. The sorcerer enters dirty fighting style and casts a blind spell. Then while she's blinded, he enters fire style and hits her with a fireball. Wu enters improvised weapon style by picking up the fragments of broken table. She enters focus mode to slow down time and beats him like a rented mule. The beaten sorcerer takes off in his flying machine.
This does not end here.
And that's the end of the second Jade Empire walkthrough.
This must be my fate. Dying like this. At least there's still hope. Don't look at me like that. Your work has just begun. Derek, you have to save us. Save us.
Hey, wake up. You're our last chance.
I wish it was a dream.
There's no way to survive that. You ready? I doubt if your knowledge is based on reality. But at least you're still breathing. What's that supposed to mean? I don't know you!
I am the one who killed you all.
Don't move. Some of them will survive.
These are things you must know, even if I die.
How do we get to Site Zero?
The success of this mission is more important than our lives. Pandora's box and release only hope. All of these things actually happened, you know.
The hell are you? We ain't gonna last much longer
ばっかみたい。
It's a showtime!
最高の舞台ね。ごめん、遊ばせ。あなたに私は倒せない。
Take aim and blow away the competition. Introducing
A search will be conducted immediately. Maintain current course and velocity.
made it this far. Take aim and blow away the competition. Introducing Pelican's ultimate light gun, the Silent Scope Light Rifle. Take aim and blow away the competition. Introducing Pelican's ultimate light gun, the Silent Scope Light Rifle. The Silent Scope Light Rifle features a motion-activated scope that brings Silent Scope arcade action into your home. You'll feel the power of each shot with the Silent Scope kickback feature. And it's compatible with all Xbox light gun games, including the entire Silent Scope series. Detach the stock, barrel, and scope to transform the rifle into a pump action shotgun. Fully supports HD, TV, and component video connections. The Silent Scope Light Rifle from Pelican, the only way to get real scope action.
Live the fantasy lifestyle of an NBA superstar. The exclusive NBA licensed one-on-one basketball game, NBA Ballers. Featuring 60 current NBA superstars and 24 NBA legends. In-game modes like Versus, TV Tournament, and Rag to Riches, where you create a baller and you bring them up through the circuit as you pick your friends, clothing, ice, and even create your own mansion. NBA Ballers takes the game off of the streets and into the lavish penthouses, fat yachts, and million-dollar mansions of the NBA superstars. Remember, before you can have the cribs, the cars, and the crew, you gotta have the moves. Believe that. Special DVD content including the B-Ballers of the NBA Ballers, over 2 hours of in-game cinematics introducing each of our ballers and their off-court personalities. NBA Ballers music video featuring me, the world champion freestyle MC Supernatural, dropping his lyrics in the opening FMV. And Behind the Shizzle, a mockumentary behind-the-scenes look at the collection of talent making NBA Ballers. Drop it in your stores hot February 2004. Buy it.
Death is our stock and trade here, Dad, but the final solution... I am one of the few who will admit that. First it giveth, then it taketh away.
I've been here a long time. I don't understand much about this place, but I know your being here ain't no coincidence. Wants you to work. It needs people like you. Once it gets a hold of you, it won't let you go.
It is with tremendous sadness that I have to report that this is my last day at Official Xbox Magazine. I've been here since the inception and launch of the magazine more than 2 years ago now. So we're now celebrating the 2nd anniversary of the Xbox. I'm gonna miss a lot of things about working on this magazine, but the one thing that I won't miss is the rank stench of failure that emanates from every staff member here, from their very pores. It makes me sick. It smells of sweat and doom and horror. Hi everybody, I'm Voto Vince. No, I'm gonna miss everyone. Most especially the Halo matches at 5:30 p.m. every day. Blood Gulch, all weapons on, all vehicles on. Capture the flag, of course, goes without saying. And the reason that this is my last day at Official Xbox Magazine is because I'm going to work on a sequel to a very, very popular Xbox game. Not Vote Events. Halo 2, huh? Are you gonna work on Halo 2? No, you're just gonna sit there and watch the rest of this DVD because you suck. So, while you're watching this DVD, hey Dave, what demos are on this DVD this issue?
Not sure. We don't know yet. Bond.
Yeah, we're good. Well, you're playing Bond.
First Xbox Live demos.
Playing the first Xbox Live demos. I'll be playing Halo 2, testing it, making sure it's okay, it doesn't suck. And you'll be hearing more from me. Look out for some announcements on www.bungie.net. And I'm out of here. Peace out.